So we can actually jump right into Mario Kart 8 right now. You actually got brought on stage to play Mario Kart 8.
Yep, to
And,
showcase my skills. That's right.
So cool.
and you won, didn't you?
I did. I showcased my skills by beating a very young boy. He was probably like 6 or 7 years old.
Good job.
Wonderful.
Hey, in all
I bet you're
fairness,
proud.
in all fairness, I was planning on letting him win. I was gonna say, okay, if
Oh,
he can keep up, I was gonna slow down at the end. He held his place in sixth for a while, and then that third lap he dropped to 12, and I'm like, nah,
yeah.
I'm just gonna go for it.
I'm just going to go for it.
Yeah. Good for
But
you,
then
TJ.
But then I did get to redeem myself, though. I did have to put my skills to the test. They brought up another guy, an older guy this time, and he was very intimidating. And the first thing he asked me on stage was, "Which button is to go?"
Oh.
So,
Oh.
yeah. So I thought he was faking it, but no,
But
he wasn't. He was a nice guy, though.
That's good. Sounds like a good experience.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was a fun game. It was definitely one of these titles that I feel is worth it's worth its place at the table on the Nintendo Switch. And I know a lot of people were a little bit disappointed it wasn't Mario Kart 9.
Yeah.
I still think they should have added at least a few new tracks, if not
Yeah.
like one more Grand Prix. Adding just battle mode courses, I feel like was not quite enough.
Yeah.
But it's still a good value. If you're a Mario Kart fan, if you don't own Mario Kart 8, or if you just want to like have a portable version of one of the best Mario Kart games that have ever been released, it's definitely worth it. And the Inklings were cool.
Yes.
And the play style options are cool. You can see right now on the screen, I opted for the Joy-Con in each hand approach, and it's comfortable. Oh my God, is it comfortable to play? I got to play this game in tablet mode.
Yep.
I got to play it with a wheel. I got to play it with a Joy-Con, and then I got to play it with Joy-Con in each hand. And that is my favorite approach. Like,
Yeah.
there's no cable between the two. It's kind of like having the Wii remote in one hand and the
Yeah.
nunchuck, and you can just be on the couch like super lazy, like one hand down here, controlling in the other. It's super, super comfortable.
Yeah.
And you got a chance to try that too, and I was curious to see what you thought of
It's
it.
kind of funny because I felt bad about this. After we played it, somebody in another booth, one of the workers there, asked me, "Oh, what's your favorite game you've played so far?" And my answer was, "Oh, I really liked Mario Kart." I felt bad for saying that because it's not a brand new game. It's something that we've already seen before. With just really added the battle mode and some new characters. So it wasn't something entirely new. And I'm sure she was used to hearing, "Oh, Zelda and ARMS." And the only reason why I didn't say Zelda was because I played it before, and to me, because it's only been limited to the demo version, I didn't have a feel for the full experience. So I know what Mario Kart 8's about, and there is something very satisfying about playing it on the Switch. And my favorite way to play it, because I played it two ways, and that was with the tablet, and that was also with the wheel. And when I used the wheel, I did not use the motion controls for turning. I just used the buttons.
Yeah.
I'm old-fashioned that way.
Old-fashioned.
Old-fashioned. But I
Old-fashioned.
I enjoyed the tablet the most. And I think that's how I'm going to play most of my games on there. Although I wish I would have been able to play with just the Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
Because I would have liked to see how that felt too. So hopefully I'll be able to try that soon when we do have a Switch of our own.
Yeah. And just a heads up on this too, the demo stations for Mario Kart 8 were super, super cool. We talked about this a bit at the beginning of the newscast, but you had like a diner experience where you could like sit at a table at a diner and play. Where I am right now is they had a cockpit of a passenger airline where I'm sitting in like an airline seat with a tray table down and playing Mario Kart.
And the windows were actually screens, and you could see clouds flying through the screens. So you were supposed to be in the sky.
So they kind of pulled out all the stops with this one for sure. By default, I kind of just played as the new characters because I've played as all the other ones before. The Inklings are cool. I hope I have at least one shot of like doing a jump with the Inklings, because if you jump with the Inkling, it turns into the squid, which is super neat. It's kind of like a really kind of a fun transition if you're playing the game.
Yeah. TJ, what are your thoughts on Mario Kart?
Yeah, so Mario Kart, I have some of the people I probably game with the most online are some friends and family, and they live all over the country. And the one game that we've probably played together the most is Mario Kart 8. Like, I kind of wish I did my research and looked at my log of how many hours I put into Mario Kart 8 on the Wii or Wii U. So I was excited for it because, we love it, and I'm like, hey, more Mario Kart, new way to play it, that's great. But yeah, it was still that feeling of, okay, well, it is ultimately a game, I played before. But I have to say, walking away from the event, my favorite experience was playing it in one of the settings they had. It was like an old-fashioned like diner setting, and they had a table with a booth, and they had four of the switches in portable mode. So it's just four people sitting around at a table playing multiplayer together. And there was just something that felt so special about that, and just knowing that like this is now a portable Mario Kart, like Mario Kart 8 is the portable version. Like, just going back to Mario Kart on 3DS and then comparing it to this, like, it's night and day. But yeah, there's just something about it. It felt great. It ran great. I was not thinking I would walk out of the event going, Mario Kart was my favorite thing there, but it really was.
It was? Okay, so I wasn't alone in that.
No,
then.
you were not.
Okay, that's really good to hear then. It was a cool experience, and I'm honestly excited to play more of this when the Switch comes out.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how they're going to do the unlocks. I wonder if you're going to have to unlock everything again, or maybe like half of it will be unlocked, and then you have to unlock the rest. I'm curious to see how they do that.
I think it's all going to be available right away.
I don't.
I don't think they're going to do that.
No, yeah. Only because like they're not giving us a brand new game. So that said, I can't imagine them releasing things little by little. I think we'll get it all in one chunk.
It's kind of like Marvel vs. Capcom when they came out with the Ultimate version. Everything was just ready to go.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I have a feeling everything's going to be unlocked from the get-go. But it was a blast. It definitely is a fun game. But I do want to talk about battle mode real quick, too, because battle mode was something I never spent a lot of time on in general.
What about the classic Mario Karts?
Even with the classic Mario Karts.
Did you have family members who played with you?
No.
Okay, that's probably why. That's the only reason why then.
It was more, I was more competitive in the racing aspect of it.
Yeah.
But this was my first time playing battle mode in Mario Kart 8. And I know that sounds weird because I've played the game a lot.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was really cool playing in the Splatoon level.
Yeah.
It was really well done. There's like ink spots like all over the course. If you go into it, it makes your car slower. One cool thing, in Mario Kart 8, could you collect unlimited bombs too? Or was that something that's like brand new for this?
I think that's new. I didn't play a lot of battle mode. TJ, do you remember?
I'll be honest, I purposely never played one match of battle mode.
Okay.
We're in the same boat.
Yeah.
I did play battle mode, but I was so disappointed by it in Mario Kart 8 that I didn't play it much. I was a huge fan of it when I was younger because I played it just as much with my mom and my sisters that we did with the racing.
Yeah.
So I was very familiar with it back then, and I wanted dedicated battle mode courses. Like, that is so key to it. So when we were on regular tracks playing battle mode, it was a complete turn off.
Yeah.
Was that for Double Dash they did that?
Oh, I was saying just for this last one. But
okay.
Probably. It was, I didn't want to play. I just remember I've talked to many people about this, and you could just never find anybody you're playing with on the tracks. This one, you're almost forced to in a confined space, in a space that's dedicated specifically for battling each other. So it was nice being able to see people, and there is definitely a tactical level to it, only of course not as tactical as other games, but still, it was very well done, and I liked the idea of having the unlimited bombs.
Yeah, it was definitely fun. I'm kind of bummed it's not a launch title, but it's it's done. This game is ready to go. It's ready to ship. But again, I think Nintendo is staggering, or just their release schedule, so they have new content coming out kind of on a steady basis. They don't want to repeat the same thing they did with the Wii U, where it was months and months and months before a steady release or before a decent release. So I think Nintendo knows what they're doing with this, and I think it's going to be well worth the wait. And it's going to give me time to complete Zelda, which I think is the big thing.
That's really why they're doing it.
That's what it's for me.
Yeah, it's for you.
It is. It's all for me.
It's all for you.
Miyamoto has said that.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
He was at the event. I don't know if you guys saw him or not.
Oh, I totally missed that.
He and TJ text each other quite often.
He was joking. He was not at the event, just in case you guys were wondering.
But Reggie was.
No, Reggie wasn't there.
No, Reggie's cousin was, I think.
Reggie was too busy eating cookies again.
Yeah. That you sent him.
But Mario Kart 8 Deluxe comes out on April 24th on the Nintendo Switch. It's an absolutely fantastic, fun game. If you have the opportunity to try it at a demo event or maybe at a GameStop before it launches, check it out. I think it'll kind of surprise you.
Yeah,
a bit.
it really will. Surprise me.